What's up, Trophy Hunter? Well, I guess you have already seen the summer sale in the PSN store. Plenty of games available. Also a lot of cheap stuff, but most of the cheap stuff are just shovelware and can be done in a few minutes. But in this video I want to show you a lot of cheap games which are definitely worth trying, or let's say playing. The list is a mix of easy and challenging platinums, and like always I will show you the platinum difficulty and time for each game. So let's jump right into it. The first game on my list is Giga Apocalypse, just $1 and is cross-buy between PS4 and PS5, but the game does not support cross-save, so it's not possible to auto-pop the platinum. The game comes with 54 trophies. It's a relatively easy platinum, but it takes some time. The game itself is a side-scrolling destruction game with a lot of different monsters. Definitely fun for just a single dollar, but unfortunately a few trophies are a little bit too grindy. The next game on my list is Steel Reds. Well, just 49 cents, which is totally insane. The game is a mix between motorbike combat and platforming. The game comes with 47 trophies. No trophies are really missable because it's possible to repeat the levels. The game requires roughly 20 hours. If you're looking for a collectible guide, I highly recommend to check out Steam, because on Steam you can find a very good guide for this game. The next game is just $2 and is called XMorph Defense. The game is a mix between twin stick shooter and tower defense game. The toughest part of the game is getting gold on every level. There are also 7 offline trophies, but they can be done offline with a second controller. The next game is just 90 cents and is called Hidden Cats in London. For some reason a lot of people really love this game. For me it's a little bit too boring, because all you have to do is you have to find some cats. However, it's a relaxing game with an easy platinum. You can easily breeze through it within 1 hour. But for just 90 cents, it's not really bad. And we're already at the next game, the Last Campfire. To be honest, this one is very often on sale. However, for just $1.50, it's definitely worth a try. And it's also an easy platinum. Well, basically there are no missable trophies, but keep in mind you need to play through the game on normal difficulty to get all the collectibles. But no worries, even on normal it's not really difficulty. So for this small amount of money you get a very enjoyable and fun adventure puzzle game. Next game on my list is Itataki Smash. Well, this is a 2.5 beat 'em up game. 18 stages and 4 playable characters with unique traits. And of course on platinum. The game comes with 25 trophies and the trophy list is very straightforward. So you don't really need a guide or a walkthrough to get all the trophies in this game. Next game on my list is just $1 and is called Assault Suit Lanos. This one is a side-scrolling run and gun action game. The game has 35 trophies and the platinum is kinda tricky. So the time to platinum is highly skill dependent on this one. Well, it's possible to do it in less than 10 hours. But I think most of you guys will end up between 50 to 20 hours. Next I have another shooter game, just $2, Earth Defense Force 4.1 Wing Diver the Shooter. It's a shoot 'em up game. I really had some fun with it, but unfortunately it gets a little bit repetitive. However, compared to all the other EDF games, this one is a lot easier and shorter. To unlock all the trophies in this game, the game requires multiple playthroughs, but no worries, the game is kinda short. Next one is the game Forclosed. This one was also on PS Plus Extra, but you can also buy it right now with 90% off for just $2. It's a relatively easy and enjoyable platinum and can be done within 3 hours. While there's only one missable trophy, you need to unlock the secret ending by picking up all the hidden signals in a single run. So if you want everything in a single playthrough, I recommend use a collectible guide. Next we have the turn-based strategy game Hard West, the Ultimate Edition. With 90% off you can buy the game right now for just $2. Definitely worth a try if you enjoy turn-based strategy games. The game also has a difficult related trophy. You need to complete every scenario on hard. If you're looking for a guide, I highly recommend to check out Steam. There is a very useful guide for this game. The next game is far away from perfect, but it's cheap and an easy platinum. The game is called Submersed and is a first-person survival horror game with some simple puzzles. Well, I wouldn't spend $15 on it, but $1.50 is okay. There is no combat in the game, but it's still possible to die. One trophy also requires to complete the entire game without dying. To make this easier, you can use backup saves using cloud or a USB stick. There are already plenty of guides available for this game. Next is another pretty good deal, just $3, Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. This one is a narrative adventure game. It's an easy platinum, but there are some missables, but they can be picked up via chapter select except one trophy. So if you want everything in one playthrough, you need to keep an eye on the trophy romance. This is basically the only really missable trophy in the game. So we still have a few more to go. Next one is Sturmfront, the Mutant War. Just $2 instead of 10, and the game is also cross-buy but does not support cross-save. This one is a pretty fun old school twin stick arcade shooter game. You need to play through the game at least 3 times, but the game is very short. The hardest trophy can be earned by completing the game from stage 1 in hard mode. So please keep in mind the time to platinum is definitely skill dependent. The next game on my list is an all-time classic, Time Splitters 2, cross-buy and just $2.50. Well, I want to mention that Time Splitters 1 and the third one is also on sale for just $2.50. The reason why I picked the second one is it's my personal favorite, but you can't do anything wrong by buying all 3 of them. Basically, trophy-wise, nothing is really missable in this one. The platinum requires a bit of effort, but with the rewind function and the save function, I would say it's definitely an easy platinum. Next one is Vampress Cold Soul, just $2.50 instead of $25. Very good deal. This game is perfect for the people who enjoy games like The Darkest Dungeon. But this one is a lot easier and doesn't require so much time. The game requires at least 2 playthroughs, 1 playthrough for the good ending and 1 playthrough for the bad ending. There are also plenty of missables. So overall you should be able to get this platinum out of the way within 50 hours. Which is not a bad time if you compare it with all the other similar games. And last but not least is Mortal Shell, the Enhanced Edition, just $3. The game is also cross-buy but does not support cross-save or autopop. I really enjoyed this one because it has the perfect length. You don't need to spend 100 hours to get the platinum on this one, but keep in mind the game requires definitely some skill, and it's probably the perfect game if you want to jump in the first time into a Souls-like game. And in case you missed it, they also announced already Mortal Shell 2, which looks totally insane, and I think this is gonna be a very good one. So it's definitely the perfect time to give Mortal Shell 1 a try. For just $3 you can't do anything wrong here. And that's it guys, this was basically my list for some very cheap platinums in the summer sale worth playing. I think this was a pretty solid list, no shovelware, no 5-minute platinums, so all the games are definitely worth the money. If you have any other good suggestions, let me know it in the comment section below. I hope you found this video useful, thanks for the attention, see you in my next one.